Those people saying trading is a scam, that's a result of someone who never made research and invested. This is a business of double-edged sword. You can gamble and make money, but you can't keep that money.
The hardest part of making money is
you
keeping
can't keep it.
Very
You gamble, you make $10,000 per day, you can't keep it. The price for this industry, it's time. If you don't give it time, they're going to call you a scammer because you'll be a scammer.
Automatically.
You are giving out something you don't know.
You haven't tested it over time. Welcome to yet another amazing episode of the biggest trading show in East Africa, in Uganda, you name it. And on the show today, I have an amazing guest, and trust me, you want to stay in till the end of this episode. Other than that, I'll be your host, Emma, and today I'm joined with none other than
W.C.K.
Oh, very, very amazing. So, first and foremost, what does W.C.K stand for? Is it the name or is it an acronym or something?
W.C.K, it's an initial. It derivated from Wheelchair King.
Wheelchair King.
Wheelchair King. That's why it's W.C.K.
That's pretty interesting. Wheelchair King. What a brand. So, what do you do for a living as Wheelchair King?
I'm a Forex trader.
You're a Forex trader. Very, very interesting. So, would like to know, or our viewers would like to know, very quickly, right? How do you get into this Forex trading at the end of the day?
I started in 2015. That was after I got this accident whereby I ended in this wheelchair. I got this accident in 2013. So I spent the entire 2013 and actually 2013 December, 26th of December. That's when I got this injury. Then the entire 2014, I spent it in the hospital, Lagos Hospital. So coming out, actually not the entire, as the year was ending of 2014, then I had to go back home. So going back home, someone who was moving, someone who was doing everything on his own. So I was almost coming in a new world, a world of being in a wheelchair. Okay, so I'm reaching home. You know, when you are in a wheelchair, you have just got that accident, you are from the hospital, people do care about you.
Very much.
So I was always on my phone. I could ask people for data, I could ask people for anything. During that period, they were providing everything.
So you were dependent on everyone
Yes,
around you.
Yes, I was independent. But as time went on, you know, people started giving up. They were like, you know what, this is not going to get over today or tomorrow. It's forever.
Superman situation
so
at the point, right?
Someone who used to give you 10K UBX to buy data start saying, you know what, I don't have money today. You want to eat something, they can't give you money. So I was like, you know what, I have to find a way. How am I going to survive? Not depending on these people. My parents had already decided maybe because I had just finished P7. Then they were like, you know what, you can't continue because of the injury. But after seeing the people who used to provide to me, they are now dissing it. They don't want to give money anymore. They don't want to give services anymore. I was, you know what, since I had finished P7, let me go straight to S2. I will jump senior 1, then I start on as S2.
Yes.
Okay. They're like, how are you going to manage? So S2, that was 2015. Joining school, everything was different. I was performing well because I knew that I had to change my education.
You had a motivation
I want to be educated if I'm to survive, because that's what everyone used to tell me, that if you are to survive in this life, you have to be educated. As mostly when you are in a wheelchair.
I mean, education is the key.
Yes, when you have a disability, like it or not, you have to be educated. So I had that urge to go and be educated. I was performing well. And then I was in form, it was term 2. Then I wanted to come in as
still in form 2.
Yeah, I wanted to come in as a class monitor, because I thought, like, if you are performing well, you have to be a class monitor. You have to be at the top of the class because you're a good performer. But then my English teacher was like, you know what, you have a disability. How are you going to move these books to the staff room? How are you going to come the class when you get? Then that triggered my mind. I was like, even if I perform well, people will always look at my disability. even if I'm a good performer, even if even if I get a degree of which color, people will still look at my disability.
Sure.
So I was like, you know what, I have to be self-employed. Okay. Now I changed my mind from being more educated to only look for papers, okay, and then find a way of surviving. So I started looking for online businesses because I had a disability. There is no business I could go in physically. So I was like, you know what, I have to start looking for businesses which favor me, and that could only be online.
Online, sure.
So then I started looking for business. We all know when you start looking for online businesses, the first thing you're going to see, it's going to be sports betting.
Definitely
Okay.
everywhere.
So during that time we had Betway. I remember it was in Uganda, which had online betting. Yeah. Okay, you bet through their websites. I was like, you know what, let me start with this. But I'm a Muslim, and I'm from a family which is highly religious. So then I could see what they teach about this gambling.
Also, I think what do you guys call it? Halal, haram. It confuses
Haram.
me from that.
It's
It's haram, right? Haram
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I was like, it's haram. Okay. So if it is haram, I can't survive on a business which is haram for years. So I was like, you know what, I need to find another business. Then I went through what we call OLX. I don't know if you guys remember OLX.
OLX. Yeah, I remember. Very
So
interesting.
OLX
era.
used to sell all the things.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, if I do this, maybe I can be earning. I'm on a broker.
I mean, I remember the OLX ad.
Yes.
Your wife sell it and all that stuff sell it. Yeah.
I'm a broker. Someone has something, is selling. I only take the photos, I post it. When someone is buying it, I only take the commission. And it wasn't working out because I have a disability.
Yeah. You weren't mobile enough to be.
You go to move to find someone who is saying something. You know, it wasn't working out for me. Yeah. So I was almost like, you know what, maybe I should continue with school. Then I landed on options.
Options trading.
Yes. Started on options. Expert option. I don't know if you guys know expert option.
I think everyone has seen an ad somewhere.
I started with expert option, and it was a bit of gambling during that time for me. I was seeing it as gambling. They give you an option that at this time, what do you expect? They give you options that we expect you to be at this price. This option, let's say it's a 1 hour period, 5 minutes, you get. So it's like gambling. You can't say that Euro USD will be at this price between this window.
And their graphs are moving so fast. It's just moving upwards, downwards.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what I'm going to do, let me first understand this business. What is Euro? What is this Euro USD?
Like you have no idea at this point.
Yes, because for me I was like, if people are earning money from it, then I have a way I can penetrate through it. I can be perfect in this expert option maybe. Then I was like, what is Euro? Then I went on Google. Then Google took me direct to Baby Pips.
Baby Pips, yeah. Very classic, yeah.
That's where I start my trading journey.
So you come in from options onto Baby Pips?
Yes. Options to Baby Pips, then Baby Pips takes me through the financial market.
So something quite fascinating here, right? All this, you're in senior 2.
Senior 2.
You're probably about 15 years old.
Yes, 2015.
Very interesting. You know, it's very hard to find people who began this industry at that age, at that time particularly. That's quite interesting. So now you start trading and you come up with a brand, the Wheelchair King.
No, so that's not where the Wheelchair King comes in. In 2019, after trading some prop firms, I was trading, I don't know if you guys know, 5%ers.
The 5%ers, yeah.
It was one of the ancient firms here.
Yeah.
Then my Forex funds.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5%ers, I was trading 5%ers in 2018. Then 2019, I was trading my Forex fund. Okay. So after trading that 2019, I never knew that Uganda had traders. So I started seeing traders posting online. You get, but the things they were posting, they were against the reality of trading.
So you weren't agreeing with a lot of things you were seeing online.
Yes.
And this is 2019, right?
2019.
Interesting.
Then that's how I was forced to come online to make things clear
and start a brand.
If people can go and check one of my TikToks, my TikTok account right now, and you go and check through 2018 data, 2019 data, you will see that I came out, even mentioning some traders during that time. The things they were teaching were against. You can't say that someone has started 2 months and is going to be profitable in 3 months. You get?
Quite fascinating.
So I had to come up with a brand. That's when W.C.K comes in.
Now, this when you come in 2019.
Yes.
Now, this is very, very interesting, especially with the way you bring us on how you come up with a brand and the purpose of the brand. So it's a purpose-driven brand to give out a message, which is very interesting. Now, one of the purposes that at the trading cafe that we're trying to put out is to try and demystify the industry. Because in Uganda particularly, we think we are growing. I believe we are growing at a very fast pace.
Yeah.
And of course, the media is very pivotal in this.
Yes.
And apparently, the Wheelchair King brand happens to be one of those brands that's out pushing for, what do I call it? For what's right? And that's the purpose why we have you here today. So we're going to dive from that and try to see how best we can be able to harness this forex trading industry in Uganda. And I'll start from a very, very interesting spot that you spoke about, right? So you mentioned that you're doing the 5%ers in 2018, right? And right now, prop firms are at the spotlight, not just in Uganda, it's the whole world, right?
Yeah.
And we have a divide. There are guys who say prop firms are a scam, and there are guys who like have profited off of it. Now, if 2018 to 2025, these are how many years? 8 years.
2018, yes.
7 years probably. 7, 8 years, right? That means you've definitely made money off prop firms, right?
Yes, please.
So now, somebody starting trading today, would they go for prop firms? Because it looks like they are designed for me to fail as a trader.
No.
So what's your overview on that?
So
Break it down for
let
us.
me first bring a simple picture for you on the prop farms. Okay? So prop farm, I can say it's gold for Africans, mostly for Africans.
So in your opinion, you believe
It's
Africans
gold.
should harness prop farms?
Why? Why am I saying it's gold?
Interesting.
Leave alone the prop farms of today, the prop farms which we have seen in 2021, 2022, few have came with the most direct agenda. The agenda of these firms was always to look at capital. You get? So the biggest problem, not only Africans, but the biggest problem for traders, it is undercapitalism. Capital has always been a problem. Even here in Uganda today, capital is a problem. You get? So prop firms were initially brought to solve the capital deficit. You get? So they can't just give you money. You have to prove a skill.
Sure.
Okay? So the people are saying that prop firms are designed for people to fail. It's because you don't have a skill. Let's first put the prop firms out of picture and put in an investor.
An investor. So someone who brings their money to you to trade, right?
Someone who gives you money expects you to apply proper risk management. They are going to give you rules. The same rules prop firms are giving you.
The same rules.
They are going to give you the overall drawdown. Overall drawdown doesn't mean that you have to lose that money. It's money an investor is willing to lose. Prop firms giving you 10%. It's a test to show that if someone tells you to lose 10%, you shouldn't.
All right. So that's on the rules, right? But then there is something that has come up in a minute, and it's something to do with hidden rules. Like somebody says they have followed all the rules, because these are stories we see coming up right now. And we're going to get to on the side of the prop firms, because you did mention something and you say that older prop firms were probably the holy grail, right?
Yeah.
But right now the question is, do we still have older prop firms?
Yes, we have prop firms with good rules. And there is, if a prop firm is legit, it's not going to have any hidden rule.
It's not going to have any hidden
You
rule.
just didn't give it time to read. You know, most of that, because that's the problem with most of the Africans today. They just initiate something to scam without reading. We always know what we call terms and conditions. Even you today, we can ask you that you bought this phone. It had a manual, it had terms and conditions. Did you go through it?
It comes the manuscript. We never read that stuff.
So we never read that stuff. But when it comes to finance, you have to read everything. Because money is going to change your life. Something which is going to change your life, it's not going to be easy. You get? So the prop firms like 5%ers, My Forex funds, you get FTMO.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Okay? Those prop firms, their rules are open.
They are open. So you have preferences in simple terms.
Definitely.
So when you say prop firms are gold, it's these prop firms, not just every prop firm. Because we do
Not
have
every prop firms.
I don't know, I think I find an ad for a prop firm every time I open my Instagram, and it's a different prop firm.
So this is the point, okay? A prop firm you are going to invest your money there. It's like investing your money. Yes, you are going to trade for someone, or you are going to trade in line of a certain company, okay? But you are also going to invest their money, okay? If I'm going to invest my $500, let's say, to buy a 100K account, you get, it's not a game. This is money I have earned. Since it is money I have earned, I have to put in all the required research to know how this prop firm actually operates.
Now, speaking of operations, this is something very, very interesting, right? You speak of their money, investing their money and all that. So now I've seen something that they say simulated funds or something of the kind. Or in simple terms, that even with a prop firm, when you go on a live account, it's stimulated capital, meaning it's not real. So how significant is that on the success of the prop firm industry, especially for a country like Uganda? Because of course, you can't tell me it's stimulated capital or imaginary money and I'm going to make money off of it. How does it work?
This is the point here. Stimulated is like demo.
It's like a demo account.
Let's open it like that for people to understand.
It's a demo account.
You get demo money.
Yeah.
When you are operating a multi-billion company, you have to operate within a rule of law. Remember, I was discussing with some people and I was like, we have to accept regulators to come in this industry, mostly in Uganda.
Very important.
You
in
get
fact, we
why?
should come back to regulation
As
in a
long
bit.
as you're operating in the rule of law, your business becomes legitimate, and that gives you how can I say, that's an assurance.
It's a mandate for you to.
No, it's an assurance of success of that company.
Success.
As long as you're operating when you're not in a line of law, it's not going to work out for you long term. Okay? So showing that this is demo money on their websites. First of all, they are looking at two things. They are looking at the regulations of the meter court, okay, meter court,
okay,
which gives us the MT5 and MT4. Also, they are looking at the regulations of most firms, those who are based in USA, at the SEC. You get? So if you come that it is money, if you say it is real money, you have gave W.C.K 100K, you have gave this one 100K, you have gave almost 1,000 people 200K accounts, and you say it's real money, SEC will have to intervene in. What's the source of these funds? You get? So to act in the rule of law, you have to keep it a demo, okay? And you show that you are not giving him 100K, you are giving him some of 100K. You get?
Demo account.
So that's why they put it out like that.
All right. So now here's the biggest question, because as Africans we like something that is logical, right? So if you're giving me a demo account of $100,000, right? You give 1,000 of us and we make money. Now where do you get the money that you pay us with? Because this is a very big controversy. I think especially in the prop farm space. Some of the questions I've had around are the facts that they're using the money that we buy the prop farms with, because you have to buy the farm in the first place, right?
That can't be true.
So that can be. So what's your thought process on that?
Yes. So farms which have been here for so long, there are two things. Yes, a farm can base on the sales.
On the sales of the
incoming sales.
All right.
Okay, we are going to see how even it affected the industry previously. But they can base on the sales. But also farms which have been here for so long, like FTMO came out and it made it public. There are people who invest in that company. Okay? Those people who invest in that company, their liquidity is being used. You get? With the proper risk management. And that's why you see that whenever they come, they have incoming investors, people who are willing to inject money in those firms, their services are going to be more expensive. Someone who has been selling an account at $400 is going to sell it at $700. You get? So, two things. A firm which is only bases on sales, it's not going to be there long term.
So it's just a short-term business model they are using.
Definitely.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So now, back to this. So now you've spoken about the interesting thing. When they have new investors, of course, the price will increase, right? Now let's come back on the home base, on the Chiliku ground. Ugandans have a low capital base, as you said, and capitalism is a problem in Africa, right? And very many times, I think, if I'm not mistaken, many of the prop firms that are giving out affordable prop firms or affordable accounts are not the ones that are on your ATR list. So the question is, what would somebody watching us right now, somebody who doesn't have that kind of capital, but is interested in prop firms, because you've told him it's cold, right? But he can't afford the ATR prop firms.
Now, this is the point here. let's go back. The biggest point, the initial move for these firms was to provide capital to those who have a skill, but
Who
they
have a
lack
skill.
capital. You get? So when they brought out those accounts, they have starting from 5K account up to maybe a 200 and 400K account. Okay? So they expect you that if you have a skill, you are going to start low. You're going to start with, let's say, a 5K account. If you have a 5K account, you make 10% of it. What is 10% of it?
That's like $500.
That's like $500.
Sure.
That $500 can be reinvested to buy a 100K account because you have a skill. You can
Interesting.
pass it.
Interesting.
You get, and actually even me was talking to, that's what I've been doing for so long.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
So that was a spiral into prop farms, right? But now let's tone it down a little bit and get into something that is happening in Uganda. Because I mean, right now things are very, very crazy on media. You look around and every influencer is talking about forex trading, right? And in your story, you told us when you were starting W.C.K or Wheelchair King, it's because a lot of the things you saw online were not, like, let's say, to your satisfaction. So right now we have an insurgence of the trading industry. There are very many traders on the media doing a lot of things, crazy things. Now, in your own perspective, what do you feel are they doing right and what are they doing wrong in terms of the media presentation?
Most of them are doing wrong.
Most of them are doing wrong. So, quickly, as many as you can think about, right? Let's think about some of the things that a lot of traders online are actually doing wrong and how they can hurt the industry.
So most of the traders here in Uganda, you know, when you look at Uganda, the biggest population, they are youths.
True.
So what we are facing right now in Uganda, people have no jobs.
Yeah, unemployment is so high.
Unemployment is very high.
Probably about 70%.
So since people have no jobs, they are looking for a way out.
True.
That's why you have seen that many Ponzi schemes have came here in Uganda and people have fallen for it. Okay? So by the time you see gold, you're already tired.
By the time you get what will actually work for you.
Yes, you're already tired.
True.
Okay. So trading is like any other business. Like a lawyer, it's a career.
It's a full career. Very interesting.
Like a lawyer, like a teacher, like an engineer. You get lawyers, teachers, engineers, they have ethics which run their industries.
Their industries.
We also have ethics. Okay? So the ethics of this industry, you also have to learn. You have to read. You have to be informed. You have to make research. I hear doctors go and make research for a full year before they graduate. Teachers do make books. That's research. So, and mind you, a trader, an average trader is earning more than a teacher.
An average trader.
An average trader here in Uganda, they are earning more. Let me specify here in Uganda. Okay, let's say a doctor is getting, let's say, 5M.
Average is 5 million a month.
5 million.
Averagely, yeah.
A trader is making that money per week.
Per week.
Someone who has a skill. I'm talking to people with a skill here.
With a skill. So
Okay.
now, I believe that's the biggest challenge.
What
we
I'm
have.
going to show you here is whatever you see on the media, those people saying trading is a scam, that's a result of someone who never made research and invested.
In simple terms, they were premature. Like,
You never made research.
You
Invested. You get. That's what you get. That's what you get. This is a double-edged sword. This is a business of double-edged sword. You can gamble and make money, but you can't keep that
Interesting.
money.
Of course, the hardest part of making money is
You
keeping
can't
it.
keep it.
Very
You
interesting.
gamble, you make $10,000 per day, you can't keep it. Even if you buy a car, when you gambled, you're going to sell it and deposit that money
Because you
back.
can't afford the car.
You can't afford it, you gambled.
You could buy it,
So-
but you couldn't afford it.
So whoever is saying is a scam is a victim of not making research. You get. So what I'm trying to show you here is that people should read. And it's going to take years.
It's going to take time.
Years. It's going to take years.
So is there a specific amount of time that you need to take? Because I believe from
So-
your journey, it's a very long period of
So
time.
this is why trading is so interesting. The period, the years, okay, this will depend on how you understand money,
Money, not the markets.
not the markets.
Interesting.
How do you understand money? Because it's financial markets, finance. how do you understand money? So after knowing how money operates, how personally you understand money, it will be easier for you to penetrate through this
So
industry.
in simple terms, there is a mindset or psychology of money you need to understand
Totally.
before you get into trading.
Totally.
Do you have a few tips off head on how somebody could probably handle money before they wanted to engage in trading?
So this is the point. How you understand money is not specifically how you make it. I've been telling you that someone can come out of this industry when I've been here for almost now, since 2015, that's almost 10 years.
It's 10 years, the 11th in fact.
You get, someone can come 3 years and he makes more money than me because we have a different concept of how we make money. For example, you can find someone when his goal is to make less than 100 million in 1 year. Okay? But do you have the skill to do that? So if you don't have the skill to make that money, you are going to keep on losing when you are trying to achieve that money. For example, if I'm trading and my goal, my profit target, let's say my profit target is being set, let's say at 100 million, okay? But that was set out of emotions.
You just got
You
excited.
get, I was excited that, if this lot goes to this price, I'm going to make this money.
So you full put that trade.
But surprisingly, it's impossible. For example, if I say I'm selling gold to go back in this year to 2000, it's impossible, totally impossible.
True.
We are in half a year now.
I mean,
6
3,
months,
5,
it can't
3,
go
4.
there. But because of the lot, I'm excited and I feel like, you know what, it's going to go there. That's a wrong mindset.
All right. Very, very interesting. So now, there is something very interesting when you speak about the media, right? Now, there are very many ways of making money in the forex markets. One of them has been definitely signals, mentorships, and what else? What else is there? Copy trading, asset management, and of course, account management. That lands people into prison sometimes. Now, I want to take your mind on this. Which of these is wrong? Which of these is right? Because like every trader on the media is giving out a service.
Okay, so there are 2 ways of making money in this industry.
2 ways.
There are only 2 ways.
Let's go.
You are either going to be a trader.
All right.
Okay, you can be day trader, full-time trader. You can be a swing trader, scalper. That's all under trader.
Trader, that's way number 1.
Then there is what we call business of trading.
The business of trading.
Yeah. So most of the people today, the ones you see content creating, what they under what we call business of trading.
Business of trading.
So business of trading is very big. Okay. Here, when you talk about business of trading, people always talk about signals, mentorship, fund management, account management, copy trading. That's actually almost like 1% of the business of trading. Business of trading can go as far as CRM provision. If you have ever used a broker, they have what we call CRM.
CRMs, yeah, actually.
There are people who sell that. We go on what we call EA selling. People who sell EAs, expert advisors. Okay.
Or they call them bots, robots.
We have what we call
robots.
liquidity providers. Those are all under business of what?
The business of
They
trading.
don't trade, but they do support trading.
Interesting.
You get? Yeah. So even a brokerage,
It's under the business
a brokerage
of
is
trading.
under business of trading. Prop firm is under business of, they don't trade, but they're in that field.
Interesting. So let's come back to the mainstream, right? In the business of trading, very interesting figure, title, I must say. When you speak of the business of trading, on the spotlight, we have signal providers, account managers, and what else do we have?
Fund management.
Fund management. Now, we're having a very big divide here. We have guys who, I don't know if some are doing it wrong, some are doing it right, but how would people, how would I say it? How can someone know who is the right person? Because I believe to do these areas of the business of trading, you must be a good trader. But unfortunately, a lot of the negativity we are seeing online comes out because people are getting a bad experience from that. Now, is there a way that we can either define or differentiate between the ones that are doing it the right way and those doing it the wrong way? Because it has hurt Ugandans a lot.
So we are going to look at signal provision first.
All right.
So signal provision is like a trader, a profitable trader, or any trader you trust, is going to help you identify opportunities in the markets.
Help identify opportunities in the market.
He's going to help you identify whether you should buy or sell. Okay? But I wouldn't recommend that method because trading is based on reaction. The markets are going to react because other traders have reacted. So anything simple delay, you're going to miss out. For example, I would say buy gold at this price. By the time you buy, the market has already gone.
By the time you get the message to buy.
You get, by the time the message reaches to you, it's already gone.
It's already gone.
I can say that maybe you can use limits because I have tried all.
Yes.
I can say, let me give you limits. If I give you a limit, for you're going to take it, but someone is offline,
of course,
you're going to miss it. So it's not an effective method of being in this industry. You can't invest money basing on signals. It's totally wrong.
So you wouldn't advise a new trader to go for signals?
Not a new trader, anyone.
Interesting.
Okay, so what replaces signals? If you really want to make money through that way, then you can just cross to what we call copy trading.
Copy trading.
Because if I say that buy at this price, take profit at this price, okay? I'm giving you my idea of buying a certain asset at a certain price and taking profits at a certain price, you get? So instead of me telling you what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect your account to my account. The trades I take reflect to yours.
On the client's account.
So avoid signal taking and go to copy trading.
So it's a better, for someone who wants to invest in trading.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, but copy trading also, if you reach at copy trading, if we look at the negative side of it, it is totally good, but it can be bad at a certain point. How? If a trader you are copying is high risk trader, you're going to lose your money.
High risk trader. So you should know the kind of trader you're copying.
You should know.
Interesting.
Because you can't blame him even if you lose the money.
You can take a loss.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Now, let's go to account management. You can't do copy trading. You can't do signal provision. But you are like, you know what? They can manage my account for me. It's okay also. Account management is totally okay.
You're saying it's okay?
Account management?
I've seen guys go in prison for this.
No, they can't take you to prison for account management.
Then where
they can only take you for fund management. Those two things are different.
So they are different things, right?
There is account management and fund management.
Interesting.
Okay, those two things are different.
So we have account management
and fund management.
Help us break it down.
So account management, I'm managing your account.
So in simple terms,
I'm managing the account.
It's his personal account.
Your personal account.
You're not liable to it.
You have, let's say, you use FX Pesa, use XNS, use what? You are giving me your account. I'm managing it.
You're just managing it.
I'm trading it in your name.
So the risk
the
is
ID XNS has, FX Pesa has, your broker has, it's yours. But the one taking trades, it's me.
So that's account management.
Okay, so that's account management. Why you can't take someone to prison for that? When you are depositing money on any brokerage, they tell you that this is a risky business. So by depositing, submitting your KYC,
you've agreed to the
risk.
So if it goes, it goes.
So if that account is blown, you can't take anyone to prison. You agree to the risk. And those are the consequences. That's account management. They can't take you into prison for account management.
Interesting.
But fund management, they can. Fund management.
So break it down.
I'm not managing the account this time around. I'm managing the funds.
So someone gives you money.
How do I manage the funds? By having the funds. You have to give me the funds. Okay? So if you give me the funds, okay, I have to show you my terms and conditions. You agree to them. Let me give an example. I used to do fund management, but I dropped it for some reasons. But the time when I used to do it, because you can say, oh, 10 years, you have been trading 11 years. You have not been to prison anywhere.
Yeah,
for fund management.
That's if you haven't been doing fund management.
But I tried it sometime. Okay, but fund management, you have to put terms and conditions. Mostly, you have to focus on these sectors. Drawdown. You have to know the overall drawdown. For example, you want to invest your funds with W.C.K. You have 100K. You want to deposit it with me, okay? I have to first question you. How much are you willing to lose on this amount? You'll be like, you know what, I'm willing to lose 10%. So meaning, as W.C.K. on your fund management, okay, we are going to lose this amount.
The money is willing to lose.
Okay? Meaning, if I lose that money, as a fund manager, I lose that money. When I come to you, I can only refund the one you are not ready to lose
All right. So, for example, if I give you $1,000,
That's yes.
and we put a limit of let's say 30%.
30%. That's
and you lost
$300.
$300.
I have to bring 700.
You have to bring the 700.
If I fail, then that's where the problem.
That's where the problem comes in.
But in account management, we can do the same procedure. That you know what, I'm going to be risking 10% of your account. In account management, remember it's you having the account.
It's
you have
my
the
account.
account. So if I lose 10%, okay, and I go into 20%, you just move on.
You have to move on.
So
that's the difference.
If we blow it up,
management.
you move on.
All right, very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So, of the two, which would you recommend for Ugandans? Both the trader and then the client.
So, this is a change generation. Okay.
Yes.
People, when we talk about EAs, people only focus on EAs which trade, but we have what we call risk management EAs.
I mean, I've seen that on hedge funds.
Yes.
I know they use them a lot. But as a retailer, do you think it's possible?
Even me, I have it.
Wow.
I can show it. I have it. Like as you see prop firms at 5% today, you have to lose 5%. A daily, you have to lose 10% overall. I have it. Because I have told you I've been here for so long.
I mean,
I had to look for ways to survive. You get. But what I'm trying to show you, we have those EAs. Okay? Your account manager should look for an EA, should show you an EA which can strictly move within the perimeters you have set.
So it's a risk management EA.
If I see that I'm willing to lose 5%, risk 5%. So your EA should be in position to close trades.
Beyond that.
Any trade beyond 5% will be closed. Remember, this EA doesn't have, is not connected to the server. Okay? So meaning it can't stop you from opening the trades, but it can close trades.
When you go beyond your limit.
Okay? So, account management with automated risk management. Don't just tell someone that, you know what, I'm good at risk management. That's not enough.
It's not.
The market is an emotional pool.
Efficient.
You get, you're going to be emotionally triggered at any point, even if you are a trader of which type, even if you trade for the best hedge fund. Okay? But what's going to help you is the automated risk management tool. Okay, so I can recommend someone to do that. Also, even the fund management wouldn't be bad. But since we are not regulated here, it's not allowed actually.
It's not allowed.
Because you have to be with a license. Go to Nigeria, you need a license, by the way.
Interesting.
If you go to Europe, you need a license to manage someone's funds. Because when it comes to fund management, it doesn't stop on trading only. Okay, that's why I always tell people that, yes, you can call me a forex trader, but we can go deep into financial markets.
You're a venture capitalist.
So when someone says that I'm managing your funds, okay, it's not only about trading.
So it's more of like a BlackRock thing.
That's when they ask, BlackRock is not an hedge fund.
It's a capital management firm.
That's it.
So it's a fund manager.
If I am managing your funds, I can use your funds to do other things as
Real
long
estate,
as your percentage is hit.
Poultry.
You get. You said W.C.K, I'm going to invest with you, let's say 1 billion. Okay? I need 10% of it every quarter. You get. So it doesn't matter how I get your 10%, as long as your 10% is there and your funds are there.
So what I'm getting in this is that I think people are doing fund management in a very wrong way because they want to put in the markets. You're just supposed to diversify the capital in simple terms. So they come to trading because they think they will make back the money or the targets over time.
So this is the point with fund management. Since someone expects to receive his money back, okay, we don't expect you to use that money to high-risk assets. That's why you need a license. Okay, if I give you my 100K, okay, I'm not saying that because I need my 100K at the end of the financial year.
Full put it.
Okay, I need it at financial end of financial, I need that money. But then you risked it on CDFs. Okay, so that's why many property managing firms, they need a license and they usually take a smaller portion.
Yeah, I've seen those things are like 4%, 3%.
Yeah.
Even in returns quarterly, it's like 2%, 3%.
Yeah, so I can only recommend account management if you can find a trader with a good risk management tool.
Interesting. So before we go to the next part, right? Still on the business of trading, right? We spoke about the copy trading and the signals. There are two aspects in it, right? We put down the signals. You say you don't advise them. But what if there's a trader who has a good skill, but he wants to monetize it through signals? Do you think it would be a viable way?
It's not there. It's not there. Copying signal. You can, if you want signals, copy.
Do copy trading instead.
Because all brokers, all standard brokers today, they have a copy trading system. Copy trades.
So In simple terms, if you're a trader and you have a skill, instead of providing signals,
For example, let me tell you this. I'm a trader, I have a skill, okay? And I want to increase my portfolio. I want to be
Yes,
trading
you want to
more,
make some
more
money
funds,
extra.
okay?
Yes.
I use a broker like IC Markets, a broker like XNS, other FX space, they have copy trading system. And they have, the initial deposit they want is very less, 1,000 US dollars, $500 to start, people to start copying your strategy.
Interesting.
You just deposit $500, then you start marketing that. They will make money. People are making money from that method, by the way.
Interesting. So we go with copy trading. So now let's go to the next part. EAs. Very
EAs.
interesting.
Yes.
You brought something into light, which was very interesting. But we have had an insurgence in the Ugandan market.
Yes.
A brand new insurgence of EAs. Everyone is making an EA.
EA.
And so I would like to take your perspective. What do you think about trading EAs? Besides your risk management EA, the trading EAs, and what do you think they can add on to our industry? Is it
You want,
a way
you
forward?
want facts of it.
Facts of it, yeah.
As it is.
I mean, that's the purpose
Okay.
of our podcast today.
Okay, and that's why I formed the brand W.C.K.
Exactly.
So EAs, people don't understand how these EAs are. An expert advisor, okay?
Expert advisor.
What is, if someone asks you, what is an EA?
Expert advisor. It's advising you on trade.
An expert advisor, these are set of instructions.
A set of instructions.
Okay, those are just instructions. Who gives the instructions? The trader.
The trader.
So someone to sell you an EA has to be a proven trader. Instead of copying my strategy, okay, you can't copy my trades. Okay, you can't do account management with me. Then buy my EA.
Then buy my
Why buy my EA? It has instructions of how to execute my strategy.
your trade. So you've given it instructions on how to execute on
My
your behalf.
strategy on my behalf. So if you can't copy my trades, buy my EA, take it home. When you are free, activate it, let it copy the trades. The problem is here.
The problem. There's a problem.
This is the problem. Here is the problem. Many people who sell those EAs, they don't even know the instructions which made up those EAs.
So where they get them from? Like,
You can just, because if you go to ChatGPT today, okay, if you go to ChatGPT today, let me tell you, you go to ChatGPT today, explain to it, because I've ever done it. Tell that ChatGPT that, you know, let's say you are using C++ as your coding language.
the coding language. Yeah.
Say, when you see this, when the candle is like this, execute a buy, put the stop loss here, explain it, just type it, then ask ChatGPT to put it into the code. Just code it.
Can even
you
compile
copy,
it for you.
you paste, you run the code, the EA is over.
So that's
You
the
get?
problem.
So the problem is here. People who should use EAs, those, we can say those are people who already have money.
So you should
Because
have
real EAs are expensive.
to acquire.
Acquire and maintenance. No one with an EA, because this is data, okay? This is data. For example, we are doing a podcast here, and this data is being copied, put on a flash, okay?
Yes.
If we edit this data, and maybe we don't upload it, someone can copy this data of ours and
upload
sells
it
it
elsewhere.
on his own platforms, okay? So, meaning, if I have a set of my instructions, it's my EA, I coded it, everything is mine, I can't just give you my data.
Sure. You have to pay for it or to have access
No,
to it.
you are not going to pay for it. You are going to have access. You only have access.
Have access to it.
So real EAs, you only have access.
So you can't see the source code and even how it runs the
It's not
instructions.
yours. It's my data.
Interesting.
So you only copy. You only have access. You only use it at certain. I can because people can program it. I've ever seen a Standard Chartered, Stanbic Bank. They have an EA. This is how it works. They only have access on it to use it for a certain period of time. You can use it from January 1st, January 30th. After 30th, you have to acquire someone, the owner of that EA. He has to come do maintenance for it, because you have to do maintenance.
You have to maintain an EA.
Because when you see how this trading works, the people we are going hand to hand with, the BlackRock, Citadel, the people are going hand to hand. They are using AIs.
Of course.
They are using AIs to trade. They are using AIs to trade strong algorithms. Okay? So, meaning they use strong chips.
True.
So meaning to bring for you an EA which has the capacity to make $1 billion on an equity of $2,000 billion or 100 or what billions, an EA which is going to manage that money is going to be using a very, very strong chip.
Yeah, very interesting. We've seen BlackRock do such investments.
But someone to maintain that is also going to require money. So imagine having an access, you require $2 million US, let's say, and then making maintenance for every month. Someone needs at least 100K. It becomes expensive.
It becomes too expensive.
So meaning on our level of retail trading, on our level, this is facts. On our level of retail trading, you are not going to find any accurate EA.
And you can't have an EA of that kind. I mean, BlackRock uses Aladdin and we have no access to it. We don't even know if it's real.
On our level, you don't, even if you have access to it, that I know W.C.K has it or someone has it, having money to have only access on that.
Means having money to maintain
because
it.
In those developed countries, for example, if BlackRock today gets its hands on Citadel EAs or IIs, it's done for Citadel. They're out of business. You get? So EAs, they are there, they are good, but on our retail level.
So anything on the retail level, we are very disadvantaged in this perspective.
Retail trading, because I was talking with someone, one of my guys, who owned a brokerage, and it was like, for them at the brokerage level, they see retail traders, most of the retail traders as gamblers. You get? Do you know why it's like that? It's because we don't have enough information.
We don't have enough information.
If you look at the Trump saga we have been seeing, ever since Trump came in, we have seen Nancy Pelosi, one of the best traders, they say, but he's an insider trader.
I mean, of course.
Meaning, a trader, what you need as a retail trader, the only difference between you and the elites and the big guys, it's one thing: information.
So that makes a lot of sense.
So you don't have information. That's why you see that people who have information, I was talking with some traders today, and I told them that as you grow up as a retail trader, your focus goes away from the markets, and now you start focusing on how to reduce pressure. You get? Why? Because now you have enough information. You know that it's no longer about money. Okay? It's about development. How do you gradually develop? That even if I can make a certain amount of this at this level, I'm targeting to do this, then to build my wealth. You get?
You spoke of compounding earlier.
Yeah.
When you're building wealth and growing.
It's all about compounding. That's you only realize that as you grow up.
So on the same thing, you speak about information time and again, which is very right. I mean, you spoke of Nancy Pelosi, her portfolio, she made 36% last year because she's in government, right? But now on our local ground here, right? On a trader side, what do you think is the price someone should pay for information? As retailers, I'm speaking mentorship fees.
The price for information, time. It's not money. It's not money. Whatever retail trader needs is out there. It's out. It's on YouTube. The books have been out.
Interesting.
We are giving out, even right now, we are giving out free information.
So push them pay for mentorship.
It's time. Do you have time to watch this podcast for 1 hour?
And to do the research.
Do you have time? Research comes in automatic as long as you have time. Because something will trigger and you'll be like, how is this bad? Let me go and make research about it. It comes time. The price for this industry, it's time. If you don't give it time, they're going to call you a scammer because you'll be a scammer.
Automatically.
You are giving out something you don't know.
You haven't tested it over time.
That's it.
Of course, how can you argue with that? 11 years in the market. Interesting. So now, a controversial question here. If time is the price for information, right? What happens to a trader? We spoke about skill. A trader who has brought up his skill, he's very good, still has capital issues, but his only way of monetizing this skill is selling information. What do you think of that?
You can sell information, but it depends how.
Do you do a course?
Because this is the point. This is the point, my brother. Everyone. If you want to be a trader, if anyone wants to be a trader, can be a trader. Everyone can be a trader.
Everyone can be
a trader.
Any
time, at any day. If you start trading today, you say that, you know what, I'm going to start making research about trading today. 5 years from now, you're not going to be different. So you're not going to be the same. You're going to be different. You are going to be, you have the information, the required information to make money from the markets. Okay? But your problem is going to be one, the mistakes you made as you were coming up. So these are the mistakes the youth of today are making. Someone wants to be a trader. Okay? He comes and starts knowing about trading for 1 year. Then he creates a Telegram channel. He creates a VIP. He creates a fund management. And at the end, they end up in debts.
Of course.
Okay? So by the time you start making it in 5 years, you are paying debts.
You're paying debts, actually.
You get? So what you did when you are coming up is now affecting your future. Okay? Because trading is information, and our brain, it's a memory. It has one of the best memories. Sure. You get? Whatever comes in our brain, it's stored. We like it or not, it will be there. You get? So as time goes on, you have a solid information in your brain about trading.
Together with the experience.
And now you can
sell it out.
Sell it out. You get? But this information will be useless when you have something triggering your emotions. How?
The dates.
You are trading normally, and then someone is demanding you money.
Sure.
Someone is on live saying, you know what, so and so scammed me.
Just come on.
Yes, now that's why you see that many we have been seeing this in Nigeria.
A lot.
We have seen many traders in Nigeria. Now they are profitable. Yes, they are profitable.
But the debts.
But they have debts.
And they
created enmity, unnecessary enmity as they were coming up. You get? I will not mention a trader, but we are in a certain space. Someone is a trader now. He lives in Dubai. He has built homes at home, at his motherland. But they're on a space, and is like, someone is demanding him $2.5 million. Yeah. How are you going to pay all that money? You are going to die a slave.
True.
You get? How someone will be like, you know what, trading can give you 2.5 and you can pay off that debt. Yes, it can, but at what cost?
And you can't make it when you
No, at what cost? You can make it, but at what cost? Let me tell you, if you want to make $1 million, at least you are going to have at least $300K.
$300,000
make that money. Normally without high risk.
So you have to first find the $300,000.
Now to find this 300, you are going to keep on blowing this 300. Whenever you get 300, you blow it up. Why blowing it up? Because you're on pressure.
The emotions come.
Emotions always come in. Okay? You have seen a profit of, let's say, 200K. Instead of taking them, you'll be like, you know what, let me wait. Let me wait for take profit. You get, because you're on pressure.
So in simple terms, by the time you're making $1 million from trading,
yes, so
you've probably lost more than $1 million.
That's why I always advise young people, those who are coming to this industry, okay? Those who are coming to this industry, you will make it.
Eventually.
Invest in time. All you need now is not money. You don't need a mentor now. Just invest in time. Whenever you hear something about trading, listen. Watch. Trade demos. 3 years, 4 to 5 years. The story is going to be different, but the only problem is going to be the mistakes you have made in the industry as you're
starting up.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So as we are winding up, the most important topic, you've spoken about a timeline of 3 to 5 years, which is a very good timeline. I like to agree with it. But then the issue of scams comes up a lot. With an industry like this in Uganda coming up or going to the limelight, there is a lot of actual scammers that are spoiling the turf for traders and good traders who are trying to monetize the industry still. What do you think is the way forward?
But I might say something here and you'll be like, you know what, W.C.K, maybe you are lying. But let me tell you something. Do you know that most of the people who are termed as scammers in the industry are not scammers?
Yeah, I've experienced that actually.
The people who are crying that they have been scammed, okay? The people who are crying that they have been scammed, most of the people have just failed to admit that they have lost.
So they have failed to understand the industry.
Let me give you an example. Let me say I come to you, you are my mentor, okay? You start teaching me trading for, let's say, 4 months. Then after 4 months of teaching, I'll be like, you know what? I've seen you are good at this. I've been doing this business. I work in government. I have this money. I have like 100K. What if I deposit this money and you start trading with me? You don't know me. I'm just a mentor. Have you seen me trading for how long?
You have no idea.
Do you know my risk appetite? Do you know the incense behind my trading? You don't know. But also, may I need money? I don't say no. Someone is bringing 100K for me to trade. I'll be like, you know what, let me take that shot.
I mean, of course.
So yes, this trader is going to lose your money. But it's you.
You who has brought your money.
You made the wrong financial decision.
Very true.
Financial decision should be on us, not the people who work for us. Let's say this is a company, okay? So if this company, let's say we are in production, and then they make errors in production, and then we make a loss, am I going to blame the people who are in the production sector? They are down. It's me at the top. I made the wrong financial decision. You see. So most of the people who are crying that they have been scammed, that's the point.
They either chose the wrong
They
people.
made wrong financial decisions.
Or they didn't understand what they were
Not
doing.
necessarily that whenever you teach me, you have to trade for me. You can teach me and I give another trader to trade for me.
True. Very, very interesting insights there. So as we are winding up, it's been very interesting. I wish we had more time on this podcast, but I would like to let you know that the Trading Cafe is here for the Ugandan industry. And we'll see if we can get more time because there is a lot of topics that W.C.K has for us. Your last word to the viewers of the Trading Cafe and a piece of advice for them.
Yeah, so what I can tell you as my last word to you guys is when you want to learn trading, not only Forex, but the financial markets, don't look at the wrong things, that you need a mentor, you need money, no. Invest in time. All the information you have is out there. You just need to collect it and compile it. You get. So even me who is talking to you here, I have no mentor, but I'm where I am today. Most of the traders you see today, they don't have no mentors at all. Okay, so what you should do, invest in time. That's the only advice I can give you. Invest in time. Keep doing what you are doing as you invest in time.